I know this tune.
Yeah, I know you do. We've used it a million times.
It's from the podcast.
Coming to you pre-recorded from Ace Broadcast Studios in Glendale, California. It's the Big Three Podcast. Me, I'm Don Barris. I'm along with
Maul
and
Scary Perry Caravello.
And today is kind of our July 4th show.
Okay.
Happy New Year, dudes.
That's not really the New Year's.
New Year's.
Now,
For America, it is.
Yeah, it is. Actually, it's a birthday.
Day.
It's a birthday, not a New Year. It's more of a birthday.
Day.
It's called. Well, why?
You answer that one, Perry. You're the big history buff.
It's the independence of America.
Well, explain that.
It's when they.
Now, wait a minute. Before you get into this, just so we can set this up, Perry, why don't you explain what Independence Day is in case some people don't know what the 4th of July is really all about?
That's when. That's when they. Isn't that when they? Shoot. They signed the Declaration of Independence, and
I'm asking you.
I'm not a history buff. I just know.
Don't know much about history.
Yeah.
But why are the fireworks in? Why is it the day that we use fireworks?
Again, I don't know.
All right. Anyway,
I'll let you answer that.
Well, we've moved on.
Okay.
If you've never heard our show before, we're the stars of the cult film classic Windy City Heat. Well, the three of us got together and we've started our own podcast, and this is it. Now, what's different about our podcast and what makes us kind of special in this world of podcast everywhere you look?
I know what it is.
Well, we talk about what?
We talk about pop culture.
And what else?
And our own personal lives.
Right. So we talk about pop culture and our own personal lives. And we put it out there in just a way that no one else does. So today's show, we're kind of happy because, as you may or may not know, we were under pressure a little bit from Ace Broadcasting, our parent company. It's a great parent company. We were told if we didn't get sponsors that...
Our parents were kicking us out.
No. That was your parents many years ago. You've told me the story, and you continually to confuse the two. That's not what happened. What is happening is this. We had to come up with a sponsor, or we were gone. Well, I think we did it. And I think we did it in a big way.
We did?
Yep. Well, we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Is it the Little Laddie's Yorkshire Pie people?
No, they have nothing to do with us. We tried to get them, but they said they're in England and they don't really understand our humor as it is. So anyway, what we're going to do today is we're going to start out today's show with something for kind of like the fans, really, when you really think about it, because we're going to start out today's show with the $10 shout-out.
$10 shout-out!
Now, in the $10 shout-out, this is the show segment where our listeners can be part of the Big Three Fun, because if they send us $10, what we will do is we will let them get a mention on the show, and they can shout out something. And if you want to do that, you want to be involved in the Big Three Podcast Fund, send $10 cash. That's no money orders, no checks, nothing that can be traced. You send it to 7510 Sunset Boulevard, number 153, and that's Hollywood, California, 90046. So, on today's $10 shout-out, we don't have any. So, if you want to get in touch with us through the social networks, we're all on Facebook. I'm on Don Barris at Facebook. Perry's at Perry Caravello. That's Karvelel.
Spell it out correctly. C-A-R as in car, A-V as in Victor, E-double-L-O.
That is car.
And Mole, you were at Walter Molinski.
Why aren't you Caravello?
Yeah.
Caravello, it's the same thing.
Oh, so we can't call it Caravello?
Caravello.
That's much easier for me.
It's like the ice cream.
Right. Well, Caravel ice cream or Caravello.
Carvel ice cream.
It's C-A-R-V-E-L instead of C-A-R-A.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. This is very confusing.
There's nothing confusing.
Also, if you want to get in touch with a real American hero, I mean, he's very close to the show. He's going to be bringing in the money for our new movie, Beantown Heat. Of course, check up on Facebook, Tempur-Pedic. You can also check out my Ding Dong show on there. At Twitter, I'm at SimplyDon1. What are you?
Scary Perry 818.
But get in touch with us there. You don't have a Twitter account yet, do you, Mo?
Oh, who?
No, Twitter, where you would tweet.
Oh, man. You know why I don't do it?
No, I don't.
Because of the heroin.
What do you mean?
It makes it tough to read.
Okay, so if you don't know this, you're on a new diet. You've lost a lot of weight. And just
Yes.
to remind the
boy.
listeners what you're talking about.
I got turned on to this fantastic diet plan when I was in Rio, in the slums, in the favelas of Rio. I got turned on to this awesome diet plan where you take heroin to mellow you out and make you forget to eat, and then you take meth to get you back up on your feet. Also makes you forget to eat. But then you get jittery, so you take more heroin. And you just keep going like that.
It doesn't sound good. I'll be willing to bet if you
I'll
talk
tell
to
you
any
what,
doctor.
the pounds come off.
They do. But for you health-wise, do you think that's good for you? You're mixing drugs and you're going up and down, up and down.
It's ridiculous.
They used to do crack cocaine.
That
if I
was
remember
years
correct.
ago. That was years ago.
You were in the best shape of your
That
life.
You were in the
was
best-
years
'cause you-
ago.
you would
Okay,
go get
true or
crack.
false? Were you in the best shape of your life?
When I was doing rock cocaine?
Yeah. And the
no.
push-ups?
Yes, you were,
No.
because you'd go get the rock cocaine, you would smoke it, then you'd start doing push-ups until you got tired, then you would go buy more rock cocaine, come back and do push-ups again.
But
you
I
were in
was
the
also
best
working
shape.
out, too. So, I mean,
You were also working as a street-walking transvestite prostitute at the time,
I was
too.
never working as a street walking transvestite prostitute because I never did any stupid shit
It
like
must have
that.
been someone else I knew.
It's someone else, you know.
Okay, sorry about that.
Thank you.
Anyway, well, the diet looks good. You look better than I've seen you in a long
Thanks,
time.
dude.
But I would honestly check with a doctor to see if there's... Oh, I see what's going on. There's a phone call.
Who is it?
I don't know, but I'll bet you $100 who
Probably
it
John
is.
Quincy Adams.
I will bet you $100 I know who that is right now.
Really?
You want-
I bet you $200 you don't know who it is.
It'll be John Quincy Adams. Send the call through.
No way.
I just said
Hello,
it was.
loves. Guess who's buzzing you up?
Oh, John Quincy
John
Adams.
Quincy Adams. Thank you,
You
sir.
nailed me, and let me tell you, it's the first time I've been nailed in ages.
Really? Aren't you getting any action, Mr. Adams?
Well, only if you count Mr. Whisker's sandpaper tongue in my trusty jar of marmalade.
Hey, this sounds like guy talk.
Ooh, I would love to be involved in this week's Guy Talk. Is that possible?
I
guess so.
Yeah, why not?
Is that Perry? Is that all right with you?
Go right ahead. I don't care.
Perry, just don't get on him. Okay, it is time once again. This is 4 guys, 3 guys sitting around, 1 on the phone, just talking about the ladies and possibly the guys. It's time once again for Guy Talk.
Oh yeah, it's guy talk. Gonna talk about the ladies. Guy talk.
Okay, it's once again Guy Talk. We've got
Hey,
John Quincy
since
Adams
we
on.
got
Hold
John-
on, shut the fuck up! I'm in the middle of talking.
Yeah,
we got
I-
John Quincy Adams on the phone with the 3 of us.
Yeah.
Well, let's start out with you. You got something to say? What's been going on with you
I
and the
was just
ladies?
going to
What's
ask.
going,
I
what is
was-
going on with you, Scaremaster and the ladies?
I've been very busy with legal matters, so I have
Yeah.
nothing to do with ladies right now.
No guy talk because of your legal matters?
Yeah, I've been just weighing. I've
Then-
been settled. I mean, not settled, but I mean, I've been
Did you get a
wrapped
big
up in
cash settlement?
not
Come
quite
on.
big, but I
hold
got.
on.
How
hold on.
much?
Hold on, just
Not
a second.
enough.
What are you talking about?
I'm in
We're in
the
the middle of
big-
Guy Talk,
big cash
and you want to
settlement.
talk about a cash settlement in the
He
middle of
said cash
No, you
settlement.
were excited.
I
Wait,
s-
stop. You were interrupting me to get going on something in the middle of Guy Talk.
I just said that I'm in the court of law, and I've got a lot
So
of.
wait,
things
you got
happening.
a big cash settlement or something?
Not yet.
Okay,
Not
wait a
yet.
second. If we can guess how much it is, can we have it?
No,
$800.
no.
20,
High-
25,000.
Higher or lower?
Look,
Higher or lower?
It's none of your business.
All right, all you gotta do is
It's
say
none
higher-
Of your
all right.
business.
Why?
End of story. Next subject, please.
All right, let me change it to a next subject. How much money did you get in
May
your...
I cut in here for a moment?
Oh, go ahead.
May I
Go
cut
ahead.
in here?
Guy talk, yes.
Go ahead.
Go for it. Go for
Listen,
it.
Go ahead.
When I think about Guy Talk, I think about a steamy back room in East London where the men would gather to talk, and there would be waist-level holes cut into the wall. Magical holes they were.
Okay, Mr. Adams, we get the picture.
You mean
okay?
like magicals where candy and
Oh,
presents
the
come out?
short mode. Yes, Perry knows of what I speak. Yes, Perry?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Perry knows.
Yeah,
Get
You
out
know
of here, you
very
homo.
well what I'm speaking of. I'm sure of it. Anywho, listen. I just saw the time, and I must be on my way.
Well,
Have a good
just a
day.
second, Mr. Adams. And that was Guy Talk.
Oh yeah, it's guy talk. Ooh.
we back now?
Yeah.
Are we back? Listen, I have a quick rib tickler.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Do it.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay, listen.
Yeah, we said yes.
Can you tell me what sort of monkey can fly?
A hot air baboon.
Mo, there is no fooling you.
Because I'm on heroin.
As you should be. Toodles all.
See you later, Mr. Adams. Well, that was kind of fun. That was different than
I like
normal.
having my guy talk.
Yeah, we've never had him on Guy Talk before. Well, thanks for ruining Guy Talk.
We got to
Larry.
check out those candy holes in London.
I don't think. Do you know what he's talking about? They're magical holes. Don't you get what they do?
Oh, like that Disney movie where you go into time. You go.
No, Perry knows
jump
what
on
they
time.
do. You go to these clubs and there's little holes, and what do they put through those little holes, Perry?
I don't even want to discuss it.
Explain to Mole.
Because they're gay and it's a gay club thing.
Yeah.
They put their penis in these holes.
What? Wait. To go to the bathroom?
I don't know.
Tell them what they do, Perry.
I don't know.
Perry, you
All
don't. You have no idea.
All
You have no idea.
I've heard about it, but
What have
You
they
are
done?
the only expert we know on this subject, dude. This is your wheelhouse. We are in your lane right now.
Expert.
You're the
Fuck
one who knows
you.
about this stuff.
Fuck you.
You're the only-
I'm done with the conversation. Next subject,
Perry,
please.
just tell them what they do with the holes when they
They're
put their penis.
faggots. They put their dick in the holes to get off.
And what? No, they don't put their dick in the holes to get off. What do they do on the other side?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't
What do
know.
you think they do, Perry?
That's your
No, that's
subject.
your subject. What do
That's
you
not
think?
my
I'm
subject.
asking you what you think
I
they do.
don't
You know
know.
what? By denying so much, it
By
says
denying so
that
much?
something's going on, a little crooked there.
Denying so much.
Yeah, you don't know what they do. Somebody puts a magical hole and they put their penis in that magical hole, and on the other side of that magical hole is somebody else,
With
and they're
a
gay.
sledgehammer and they
What do you-
bash
no, they
the
don't do
fucking
that.
cock.
No.
Well, why
it's-
would the guy put it in there in the first place if that's what they're going to do?
Perry, you know exactly what they do. Tell them what
I
they
do?
do. Yeah, you do. And if you lie and you deny
I
it,
lie and
if you don't know what you have no idea what they might
gay
do.
and they probably suck on it.
Oh, Perry, man. Why is it always coming that with you?
Why do you got to talk
Oh,
about
I
that?
know exactly what they do. I know exactly.
Yeah, you did. And
oh,
you
I
did. And you did.
Oh, I did.
And you did.
Because you pushed
You
it
did.
on me.
Yeah, man, you
pushed
gave
it
me.
on
You
me,
like the
you
gays.
fucking faggot.
I don't know what your
You
personal
pushed it
lifestyle
on me,
is, but
you
I'll tell you this:
fucking
don't
faggot.
push it on the Mole. Mole's at that age where he
You're a
learns things and he
fag,
tries
and
to
that's
do
Very
exactly
it.
what you
impressionable.
want.
Hey, can I interrupt here for a second?
Sure.
I got some good news.
What's
you
that?
know what I just found? The presents I brought you guys back from Rio.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
They were in the bottom of the box that they put me in.
Oh, okay. What is this?
I think this one's for you, and that's for you.
Oh, what is this? Oh,
What
did we
is
just
this?
open this?
Yep.
Before I even open it, thank you, Mole.
Yep.
Thank you very much, Mo.
I also, I remember.
Perry's
I,
never bought me anything in the over 19
Well,
years.
you also got that
Well,
giant.
because
You got that giant brick of cocaine too, and that's $75,000.
Oh, look at this. Thank you, Mole.
What is that?
I get a pin that says, I don't know what it says.
It says Cuckoo Voodoo,
And
Rio.
You got a
Yeah,
friendship
let me tie
bracelet.
your friendship bracelet on
Yeah,
you,
put the
man.
friendship bracelets on.
Won't even fit.
Oh, that's really nice. Thank you, Mole. Thank you for always thinking of somebody else besides yourself. You were just almost like the opposite of what Perry is. Who do you hang out with besides us, Perry? I'm kind of asking you, what other
Not-
friends do you
no,
have
well,
besides
I haven't-
us?
I've been.
You just
In
had
court.
surgery.
Yeah, but he's
I've
been
been,
in
I've
court.
been in
Legal
court,
stuff?
So
You had that whole deal with Comerica Bank, right?
yeah, I'm very busy with that.
And that they gave you what, like $25,000?
No, yeah, don't I wish?
Aren't you? Isn't that what you're
Is it
settling with
so? It's
them
under
for?
25 grand.
It's not even that.
Was it 2,000?
I'm not telling you.
Let me ask you this: how much money did you lose in the Comerica Bank?
Enough.
How much did you lose?
Enough.
The case is over. You can talk
It's
about it.
not
now.
over.
It's not over.
It's not over.
I thought you made a settlement.
I did make a settlement, but it's not over
Well, what
because
else
I'm
you gotta-
suing them again
For what?
for screwing me.
But you can't sue them again.
I can sue them again because they screwed me.
How did they screw you?
They
you
didn't
made
pay me-
You made a settlement.
I didn't make the
You
settlement.
make it. Who made the settlement then?
They
Did they
paid-
give you money? Did they give you money?
They gave me
Did
money.
they give you money?
But they didn't.
How
They-
much did you lose
None
originally?
of your business.
Why can't you talk about it? That's
It's
all this
none of your
is. This is a
fucking
show about pop
business.
culture and our personal
And
life.
personal
And
life.
this falls in the
Well,
category
what's
of your
a person
personal
It could
life.
also be pop culture
My
because he's a
dollar
superstar.
amount is none of your
All
business.
right, Perry, why are you being such a dick?
Because it's none of your business.
All right,
about
it's none of my
dollar amount.
business. But this is a show that we got to talk about our personal life. Tell me, all right, originally, Tell the people what happened. You lost money in the bank.
What I lost was money in my bank account because I added my cousin to my bank funds.
Which cousin?
Well, the one that was running the print shop. I added my cousin on my bank funds because my mom died.
And then when
they lost the printing business, they saw his name on my bank accounts and they sucked my accounts dry.
And how much money did you have?
The bank accounts.
The creditors.
The creditors.
And
correct.
how much money did you have in the bank at the time?
A little around 30,000.
Oh,
30,000.
Scaremaster.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Why did you put his name on your money?
Because we didn't know that would happen.
All right, so then they made a settlement. Now, just please, Perry.
Approximately 25.
They gave you 25. So you
they
basically left 5.
They owe me another 5,000.
And you were suing them for 5.
Yes.
So you just got the 25.
Yeah.
So come on, man. That's a little.
That's good. At least
come
you got
on,
that.
That's got to feel
And
good
I'm
to get
fixing
that
my
back.
truck with that.
You know what you ought to do too? Let's go and
Let's
have
go
dinner
party.
on you
Let's
tonight.
go party. You got 25.
I don't have the money.
You
to
just got
party.
25.
You just got 25,000. You just got 25,000. You just got 25,000. You can't ever. Perry, sit down. Sit down. What are you doing?
The show is over.
No, Perry, we got commercials. We have people that are sponsoring us. You can't walk out on us.
I'm not walking out.
Why'd you get up then?
Because you guys are assholes.
You're the
Do
asshole.
you remember that time you took that girl out to dinner and she ordered all those cocktails and got you mad?
Oh, God, I hated that shit.
What did she order?
Oh, man, she ordered.
Well, first of all, let's
she
set
had
the scene. Wait a minute, hold on. This would have been great in Guy Talk, but let's set the scene again.
Oh,
what was the
shit.
girl's name? First name only.
Anna.
Anna, you took
Okay,
her
no,
out.
hold on. Yeah, maybe this will be mole play. Oh, no, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Now, you take Anna out. Now, you wanted to fuck Anna, right?
Well, we were doing it all the time.
Okay, so now you take her. How many times had you done it before?
What?
Had you fucked her a lot before this dinner?
Yeah.
All right, so now this is kind of your girlfriend.
And you loved her.
Now, was it a special occasion? Was it like
No, it was just Jeff, the drummer from Retribution,
Of course.
took out his girlfriend, and I took out my girlfriend, and we
Okay, so where do you go?
double-dated. We went to this fish house, which is now called Harper's.
Now, going into this fish house that's now called Harper's,
In
were there
Tarzana.
any in Tarzana? Were there any rules that you said to her, like, okay, I don't
I
want...
said to her that I'm very broke, and I says I only have $50, so don't spend a lot of
So
money.
you're flirting with her at this point.
It's not flirting. It's just telling her the rules on how much money I could spend
Okay,
for dinner.
so now
Dinner
you go
rules.
in there. So now you're starting to have dinner. Do you drink?
I didn't have any drinks. She ordered 5 before dinner even came out.
Okay, so that's probably $50 right
It's
there.
right there, $50.
Right. Okay.
Gone.
Okay. So now, are you saying anything like, "Hey, maybe"?
I'm trying to tell her, cool it with the drinks, and she didn't want to stop drinking.
Okay.
She
So
kept
now,
drinking.
the other people, are they drinking too?
Not Jeff had one drink, and I guess Julie had one drink,
But she's got 5.
and fucking Anna had 5.
Do you think that she was drinking because she knew she had to fuck you and she had to kill the pain?
No, she was drinking because she wanted to break up with me.
Okay. So now you order dinner. What does she order?
Appetizers.
She orders the most expensive dish on the menu.
Oh, was it scallops?
It was like Alaskan king crab.
That's right. I'm sorry. Alaskan
Okay,
king crab.
And what was the price of that? Do you remember?
$25.
Now she's already at 75, and that's
Yeah.
without tax or
Yeah,
tip.
not including my dinner, not including
Right.
Jeff's dinner.
I
not
swear to
including-
God, I'll never watch
not
Deadliest
including
Catch
Julie's
the same
dinner.
way again.
Okay.
So
now,
yeah.
were you adding this up in your head,
Oh
saying
God, I was pissed.
you don't have enough money?
I kept telling her I don't have enough money.
And what did she say?
She says, "Oh, they'll pay for it."
Okay, so she's thinking that your other guests are going to
Yeah,
pay for it.
yeah.
Now the bill comes. What happens there?
I gave out my 50, and I was furious after we all left because I told her off. I went down her throat, and that was the last time we saw each other.
Oh, that story should have been told on Valentine's Day. It's so beautiful.
He went down
Yeah.
her throat.
Yeah. Wait, so you went right down her fucking throat. Did you cram it? Did you hold her head and just shove her mouth on your cock? Or did you just or did she take it nice and easy? Tell us what happened there.
Oh God. Yeah. Force.
Yeah, you forced it.
Yeah,
was
she's
it
a
close
bitch.
to a rape?
No.
But you forced her.
Well, I put her in her place.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course. You
but
got
I
to.
mean,
You're a man.
but
You're a
so-
Caravello.
So
Put her in her
you
place.
So basically, you're saying you raped her. A little
No, I
bit.
didn't
Just
rape
a
her.
little. You forced her.
I did not rape
All
her.
right,
I didn't
now-
even have sex
okay.
with her that night. I
Now, do
told
you
her
think
off.
that she knew about your grandfather and what he did to Al Capone?
He didn't didn't do nothing but Al Capone except make his fucking clothes. You sick bastard.
I'm not the sick bastard. You were
You're a sick fucking homo.
If I remember from last week's show, you were talking about the way he blew Al Capone.
What?
And then he would give him free suits every time he'd give him a blowjob.
Remember we sang "The Night Chicago Died."
Na 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 na.
Tonight, Perry's grandfather had sex with Al Capone.
Oh, you guys are stupid.
Okay, well, anyway,
morons.
let's be serious about something because we were threatened by Ace Broadcasting if we didn't come up with some money this week that what we would have to do is we would have to be gone.
Quit.
Well, we got some sponsors.
What?
Yay!
We got some sponsors, so we stay on. This first company, kind of a weird thing. It's some guys that are real big fans of the show from Ohio, and they're two brothers that had a very, very successful plumbing business.
What?
But they got
They've
very...
been emailing me on Facebook and telling me that they've been asking for sponsorship, and I told them to get in contact with you.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, are these the guys that were really
What's
bored
their
with...
names?
Okay. Can I please say something,
Talk
or
to
do you
it.
want to keep interrupting me?
Go ahead.
Take it away, Dan.
Now, these guys were bored with their humdrum 9-to-5 life of just doing their plumbing work. It was successful, but it wasn't working out for them. Are these the same guys, do you think?
It's possible.
So what they did is they brought their outside interest of their alternative lifestyle, and they brought it into their successful business to become the first American company that was a plumbing/porn company. We're honored to have them put their first commercial on this podcast. How does that make you feel, first of all, Mole?
Really good. You know what? It sounds like an all-American company. That's what it's all about. Putting dinner on the table.
Americans.
Moving the chains. Putting hats on the ball.
I think that right now we should honor our first sponsor. It's ASM Plumbing and Porn. They're from Ohio, and what they've requested that Perry, he read their script here. So if Perry, if you would, now do this professionally because...
Sure.
Let me just say this.
No way.
ASM Plumbing and Porn is a very important account to us. They're taking a chance with us. Because of you and your lifestyle, they think that we're the company that can back them. So take it away and be professional.
Let me read
Wait a minute. ASM Plumbing and Porn. Here he is, Scary Perry. Now, here, I want to show you one thing. You're going to read this, and then in a different voice, you're going to be the customer, okay? So, if you would, take it from the top.
For all your plumbing concerns and now hardcore pornography needs, call your one-stop shop, ASM Plumbing and Porn, 440-731-9338. From fittings to fistings, ASM Plumbing and Porn has you covered. But don't take our word for it. Let's hear from some satisfied customers.
Do Wolfman Jack. What the hell is that? Why would there be a phone call in the middle of the commercial?
Just do the voice.
Hello?
Okay, go.
Hello?
Okay, just get to the reading.
ASM got you, Wait. Oh, shit.
Go Wolfman.
Wolfman.
ASM got my garbage disposal pack online and has the best selection of quality man-on-man films in the area. I love ASM almost as much as I love rough trade rim jobs.
He's killing this thing, man. He's doing fantastic.
Okay, you are really...
Just do
by
the
way,
Wolfman Jack. We got the Wolfman Jack. Try a different voice.
No, but I think because I'll edit this thing in.
No, let's have both.
You want to hear Mickey Mouse? How about if I do a little Mickey Mouse for you?
Yeah,
All right, okay, that one sucked.
Not Mickey Mouse. Not Mickey Mouse. So let's do Jack Carter.
Who the hell's Jack Carter?
Do the taxi guy.
Yeah, Jim Ignatowski.
Okay. ASM got my girl... Fuck, let me take this off.
No, don't take off your neck brace. It's too dangerous.
Just say ASM.
Do Foghorn Leghorn. Do Foghorn Leghorn.
Yeah.
I say ASM Plumbing and Porn got my garbage disposal back online and has the best selection of quality man-on-man films in the area. I love ASM Plumbing and Porn almost as much as I love rough trade rim jobs. Suck on my asshole, dudes. ASM.
That's ASM Plumbing and Porn, 440-731-9338. I think that went really well for our first. Good job,
Definitely.
Perry. You did excellent.
Definitely.
I got to tell you, you did.
Is that a $100,000 paycheck?
No, that's nothing.
Oh!
That was good. I was very surprised.
But now other companies can hear how good their commercials can be here on the Big Three podcast.
Right. So now, if you want to put your ad on here, you get in touch with us, and we'll tell you what it costs, and you can advertise with the Big Three podcast. You did great. But we also, this is great, because not only do we have ASM Plumbing and Porn with us, but we also have another sponsor. He has 26 stores in the Los Angeles area.
Is he here?
From Leeds Mattress, it's Neil Leeds.
Neil!
But before we even say our hellos to him, he wants to read something because he loves our show. Do you not, Neil?
I love the show, yes.
But you have a family business. And,
Absolutely.
And we can be a little rough on the edges.
I'm going to say family business, and really I cater to everybody. It's family, no family.
But you think about this. There are people that take your beds, and they'll fuck some dirty slut.
Oh, you just missed guy talk, dude.
Oh, no, I mean, Don's right, and actually,
so there's those people.
I'm being serious in a funny show, is that I actually have to curb the sex talk in my stores, because it does happen where people ask, and I can't say names of the products, but will this bed satisfy our sexual needs? And it's something that I tell salespeople, not only can we offend, and is that our decision, or can we make an opinion? If you don't own the bed, you haven't experienced that situation, have you been in that position before? Well, they'll ask. And we'll have physical people, clients, that will go into position and try the position out to see if it's going to work.
Really?
That's what we should put in the commercial.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so being family or not, we do get that. And as an executive of the company, I did have to put some literature out to the staff to say it's to be respectful. Like, we'd love to answer a question like that, but we could possibly be offensive, or could.
Have you ever been in the warehouse? Shut up, Perry.
Remarks?
Shut the fuck up. I'm talking.
He likes
Shut
lawyers.
up, Perry.
He likes lawyers. It's something
he
that
does.
I
He's
try
a
to.
real
I don't wanna see
scumbag.
you
His whole life.
I actually.
His whole life
I-
is about
My
how
wife
much.
has
How can I cut corners and get money through a lawyer?
You're
You
right, Don.
Scumbag.
I'm just like this. I'm
Chasing
partial to
ambulance,
all careers,
motherfucker.
and unfortunately, being in any business, you have to do some lawyers.
Have you ever found someone in your warehouse, like someone trying out a bed, but like jerking off on it or something like that?
I'm kind of thankful that I didn't come upon that. Get the.
Okay. Anyway, let's get past all this.
Small joke.
You wanted to say something before we get this underway, so you have something you want to read. So here he is, our newest sponsor, Mr. Neil
Wait,
Leeds.
I got an idea.
Sure.
Maybe we should call this segment Pillow Talk with Neil Leeds.
Not bad.
It's an excellent
That's
idea.
a good idea.
And it's soft too.
Okay, so here we have, this will be it. Our newest sponsor, our friend, the owner of the Leeds mattress stores here in Los Angeles. Here he is with his very first Neil Leeds Pillow Talk.
Hey, thanks a lot, Don. Thank you, Mole. Thank you, Perry. It's great to be a guest. Always enjoy to come along and be a part of this. I just wanted to, bring out a few things to your loyal fans and some of your new, people who just catch on and be a part of the show. And as an advertiser, I felt that it's a need for me to say that I do not own or provide any of the creative content. Leeds
true.
Mattress Stores does understand that profanity and subject matter may be offensive to some. And however, Leeds Mattress suggests to use personal judgment on what you listen to. And Leeds Mattress Stores also supports art. We support music. We support charity, and we sell mattresses to all groups of people, and that means every religion, no race lines, and an open-minded way of thinking. So all of our customers, they may like humor, and they'll listen to your show and get a great kick out of it. And I'd like to sponsor it so we can keep the show going and have listeners have a great time. And they might need mattresses. And I just want to let it be known that is if people who feel offensive and that Leeds Mattress is being a part of something like this and endorsing it, is that it's a creation of art. And that I would say is that's where I ask, make personable judgments. You could do what you need to do as far as going after a sponsor because maybe they don't like certain profanities. It's very simple to use your fingers to move the dial tone. And stuff.
I'm really having a hard time understanding what the
I
fuck
know.
you're
I'm-
talking
Well, he's
about.
talking. It's not really dial tone. You have to go on the website.
Yeah.
And you could download it from iTunes, or you could go directly to the Big Three podcast.
Yeah.
It's the number 3
You
podcast.
exactly. I'm trying to, like Don's right. I'm over,
But I
accelerating
think
my
what you're
talking
saying. Let
here.
me see if I can say what you're saying.
Sure.
You love our show because you're a very good guy. You love humor and
Absolutely.
you support art. But you want to make sure before we get anything, you want people to understand what we are saying is not your beliefs.
Oh, absolutely. I do not produce the content, and when you invite me, I feel that actually myself, I'm always Neil with the deal, and I sell mattresses, but I do have a secondary life, which is my own life, which is available to these to be a part of your show or
The
to
real
be,
Neil.
Right, the real
Real
Neil,
Neil with the
and
deal.
maybe even without a deal, just the real Neil, because there's a part of me that maybe I'm unbalanced here. I'm always with mattresses. So even though this may be a sponsorship, I just also want to know that people to know that sure. I do sell mattresses. It's family related, and I don't want to lose clients because they listen to a show that happens to have profanity. I just want to let them know I'm open minded. I support certain things, and I give to, and I don't want to make endorsements, that I'm not supposed to. But that's why I said the word
You don't
charity.
want them to lose their Tempur-Pedic.
No, the Tempur-Pedic. But
who I'd like to see you date?
go ahead.
Jennifer Beal.
Neil with the deal, going out with Jennifer
Jennifer
Beal.
Beal.
That's
The
a
real
good
Neil
one.
with the
that
deal
could
with
make
Jennifer
That's an
headlines.
advertisement.
Yeah.
Right there's an
I don't know.
advertisement.
That could turn off Hollywood. I don't know, Don.
Doesn't matter.
It's
You're
okay.
here. You're here.
Okay.
When you speak about lawyers, one of the things that happened here on the show a while back, Perry's management company came in here and they negotiated something in our contract where Perry would get 60 seconds for every show to talk about whatever he wants. And this is 60 seconds with Perry. Go!
Jesus Christ, do I yell you, go! Every fucking time like a moron. Well, I have a skateboard company. It's at www.scaryperryskateboards. That's SCARYPERRYSK 8 boards.com. I have 4 decks on the market right now, attempting to make it 5 decks. And if you want to order them, they're all at the same price online at $59.99 plus a $15 shipping fee. Again, scaryperryskateboards.com. 60 seconds is up.
No, it's not.
Still have
not?
some time, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I still have time.
Yeah.
Tell them what's so great about skateboards.
Well, they're American-made decks.
We all know this stuff. What makes them great?
I just said it. They're American-made.
That's it?
That's
made in
all
America.
That's all that sets them apart.
Zots are American made.
What?
I like those.
Stop! There you go. That was 60 seconds with Perry. Now, you know what's funny?
A lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff is funny. Now, last week we did this, and it was kind of bizarre. We did 2 guy talks last week. Now, we've already done the guy talk with John Quincy Adams. Do you think Neil with the deal, who's now dating Jennifer Beal?
Well, I think it could still be part of Pillow Talk.
What do you mean? Oh, Pillow Talk.
Pillow talk, guy talk.
No, but they can't be the same thing.
All
Pillow
right.
Talk
Pillow
is all
Talk's
about
about
Neil,
Neil's
whatever he
business.
says.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, we can't really go.
Well, tonight I'm a guest today. Beyond saying sponsorship.
Well,
and,
would you like to
right?
be part of Guy Talk?
Guy Talk too?
I'm open,
Guy
and
Talk too.
I go
With the real
I
Neil
go
with
with
the
Don.
deal.
I mean, I go with Mole. I go with Perry, and
Well, then once again, it's 3 guys plus the real deal with Neil.
thank you.
It's time once again for the second Guy Talk.
Guy Talk too.
Oh yeah, it's guy talk. Gonna talk about the ladies. Guy talk. Ooh.
Oh yeah, we're back, and it's time for Guy Talk 2. We were talking with Perry a little earlier, and he's been too busy in court to think about women.
No, I'm going to be seeing one of my old girlfriends.
Who?
Oh, is it Anna who got the cream crab legs?
It's Dale Bozio from the band Missing Persons.
You're going to
What?
see her.
Yes,
You're
at the
dating
Viper
her.
Room.
You're a
no,
liar.
I'm not dating her.
Why? That has nothing to
Because-
do with guy talk.
Well,
You're not having sex with her.
I'm not yet.
I would doubt she even says hello to you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Do one of her songs.
Walking in L.A.
Go.
Walking in L.A.?
Can you
Nobody-
hear me?
Can you hear me? No, it's actually can you see me, not can you hear me.
Well,
Well, it's better off she doesn't see you.
I was interrupting.
That'd be
You
best.
just brought up a song. I was thinking of. I don't know where it came from. Victory Boulevard, Hollywood Boulevard. We love it.
Santa
we
Monica
love it.
No, but that's not Victor.
No,
That's,
what was that?
Rolling down Imperial Highway.
That's
Nasty,
yeah.
big nasty red and my
It just
Santa
somehow-
winds blowing hot from the
Yeah, I
north.
like that
we
song.
were born to ride.
Dun, dun.
Roll
For
down
some
the
reason,
window.
you brought that up
Put
to me. I
down
don't
the
know.
top. Crank up the Beach Boys.
and
Baby, don't let the music stop.
Gosh.
We gonna ride it till we just can't ride it no more.
Oh, no.
I like
You
that
know,
song.
I gotta tell you something. I
like that
I
song.
like the you guys singing about L.A., but I think there's one town that's even better.
What town makes me feel better?
I forget. What do you think?
Chicago.
Chicago.
Thanks.
No.
That's my
We're-
hometown.
Shut up,
I don't
Perry.
know.
Shut up, Perry. We're in the middle of guy talk. So Neil,
Sure.
now you own 26 stores.
Yes, sir.
You have beds,
Sure.
a place where people make passionate love.
Well, I
You
could.
have to have.
I have a story.
Oh, do you?
Now that you mention it.
Well, set the scene.
Okay.
Is it late night?
Yes.
Okay, go.
All right. I am single, and it's a few years back, and I had an urge that I haven't had a woman for a while, and it was just in my mind should I go somewhere? Should I go to Las Vegas? Should I take a ride? But I definitely should go out and get away from my office.
Hawaii.
I know. I mean, locally, or just get out and meet and do something. And sexually, I'm thinking that it's just testosterone's talking.
Yeah.
And it's crazy, something phenomenal where I'm trying to.
Do you masturbate?
Yes, it happens sometimes. Yes.
How many times a week would you say?
Actually, I'm trying not to do it that much at all. Actually, right now, I'm in abstinent mode where I have a woman in my life, and that I don't want to take that away.
And you're trying to hold on to your juju.
Absolutely, I think it's fair. I mean, I'm being honest. I'm not gonna lie about something like that to the fans. And
Wait a
to
second. You have a lady in your life.
You.
You guys patching things up?
We are doing our best. I'm trying to keep it under wraps a little bit, but
Should we zip our mouth then?
you know what? That's a nice word.
Well,
But
let's forget that. Let's
yeah,
go
it's
back
cool.
to.
So
Let's
I
go
want to
back
set
to
that
this.
scene.
Let's
All right,
go
so
back
check
to
this out. Go fast. So I don't take time. So I out of nowhere, I'm ready to leave the store and get in my car, and there's a cat on Laurel Canyon, and it's sitting
Now,
there
when
in
you
the
say
middle.
A cat.
A
you
cat,
mean
like a pussy. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a black pussy, and it's actually in the middle of the street, and it's not moving. It's going to get run over. So now, so I go to get it. It runs to the other side, and there's a car coming. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to actually make the cat pass away by chasing after it to try to save it. The lady stops. And she's like, did you see that cat? I was like, I'm trying to save the cat. Yes. She's like, oh my God, what are you doing here? What's going on? Well, actually, I run this store over here. And she's like, where? Like, that one across the street. She's like, really? You sell mattresses? I'm like, yeah. She's like, so we put the cat away, made sure the cat was cool, put it across the street, went away. And she's like, what are you doing right now? I said, well, I'm a single guy.
Neil, what was she wearing?
She regularly dressed. She told me she came out of a meeting. She was
Regularly
working.
dressed. Was she wearing a dress?
She was actually wearing a dress. She was dressed, I would say, not super sexy, moderately dressed, and unexpectedly, she's like, so what's up? You own the store and you're single? And I said, well, it's pretty sad. I had this relationship for a long time. And, so she's like, maybe feeling sorry for me. I don't know. Maybe she's just horny. But she's like, well, I said to her, actually, I could invite you in and we could talk. No problem, right? She's like,
slick move.
So
you
really, she had
motherfucker.
no trouble. She parked her car in my lot. I opened the door. It's late, and I have cameras by my desk. So we're sitting there for a while. It's now like 1 o'clock in the morning, and she's talking about her life and what she does, and I'm talking about everything. And I said, yeah, I have no life. It's like 7 days a week.
And you're thinking, nah.
Yeah.
Shut
But
your
she,
fucking mouth.
but
Let's
yeah,
get
but
this
actually,
party going.
she's actually like, all right. Then the next thing you know, she's like, you have stress. and she says, "You need."
She gives you a rub down.
Oh no, it's like it's crazy. I'm like, wait a second. She's like, I could help you, and I said, really? She's like, I really find you attractive. I think you're really a nice man, and you shouldn't be alone. And tonight, I'm going to give you company. I am not paying. I am not talking about that. I did not meet her except to help a cat, and she stopped. I stopped, and we met each other from saving a cat, saving a pussy. And long story short, she starts to unbuckle my pants, and I said, hold on. I have a camera here. It records everything. You'll be on camera. She's like, it doesn't matter. Who's going to see it? I said, well, I have salespeople. They review the cameras. So she's taking my pants down, and she is ready to perform acts. And I said, listen, right, oral sex. And then, so I said, look, I have the back of my store, and I think it would be safer we go to the back of the store. And to make it short so we don't take the time up, we did spend the night, and we had really great time, and she left when the sun was coming up, and we kept in contact for a little while, but it wasn't a second time sexual activity. But it was something that...
You live with her. What are you talking about?
No. It did happen, and we kept in contact. I would say that, I didn't have many... I'm not a stud, and I didn't have a lot of those things, but it's something I remember, and it did take place.
Sounds cool.
And I wouldn't want to push that on anyone, because that's not something you should do in your business.
Right. Yeah.
And it happened, and it's very many years ago.
Right.
It's like probably back in 1997.
Get to the part where you blow the dude, Perry.
So that's
when
my...
you blew Randy Callahan.
I didn't blow the motherfucker.
You kick me, and I'm going to punch you back.
I didn't blow the motherfucker. You know what the fuck story is? I'm not telling it again.
You're right down in front of the sponsor. Sit down. You're doing this in front of the sponsor. Sit down.
Assholes. Don't say the story. You blew this guy. You know the fucking situation.
Perry.
I'm not talking
All
about
right, Perry, will you let Neil have the space? He's a freaking sponsor.
No, I don't mind. The sponsorship is okay. Once.
Oh, by the way,
Sorry,
hold on. Speaking of money, don't you owe me $300?
For
He
what?
owes me $300.
No, he doesn't. I bet him that call would be from John Quincy Adams, and then you said you bet me $200.
And I said
so
John
that's
Quincy Adams, so
$300.
that's
No, but it was my bet with him.
That was my
I
bet.
said no, you
I
didn't.
said $500.
No, you didn't. I said it, and you were not. You're full of shit.
I said $3,000.
So give me $300.
How much
and by the way,
wait.
you also
How
owe
much?
me. Do you remember that $500 you owe me from that bet that we had at the Super Bowl?
Oh
For
my
what?
gosh.
Super Bowl.
Because I had
He already
said
paid you
that
for that
someone
bet.
You
would
said
sing
if they
the
sing the
Star
He already
Spangled
paid you for that bet.
Banner.
Let me pay me what you owe me.
Get your fucking hand out of there.
Pay me what you owe me. Pay me what you owe me.
1, 2. Here's 500.
Thank you. Thank you.
Pay me what you owe me.
Perry, get your frickin'
Pay me
hand.
what you owe me.
Get your frickin'
I
hands
just
off
gave
me.
you-
Punch me. Punch me.
Get your hands off
I
me.
want you to fucking bruise
Perry,
the
I'm
fucking
going to tell
shit
you
out of
something.
me.
I'm going to tell you something, you jerk off.
Go for
If
it.
you hit me again, I'm going to have some fucking girl beat the fuck out of you.
What's
Some
her
gir-
name?
I don't know. Just any
What's
girl
her
just to
name?
beat the shit
Can
out
I
of
say
you.
something?
Because I know
Chick
you're
to
such a
fucking kick
pussy.
my
You
ass.
fucking take me to court. You kick me, you punch me, you think you can get away with it. I'll have some little fucking girl come up and beat the fuck out of you.
Gary Master, can we sign your cast?
Yeah, we haven't done that yet.
No, you're not going to send
Come
me.
on, man.
Come
That's
on.
what people do
That's
when you
what
get a
everybody
cast.
does.
That's a cast, not
No,
my neck
it's
brace.
the same
just-
thing.
it
It
would
shows
be
people
cool.
are thinking
Whatever.
of you.
All right, here
You
we
sign
go.
it?
You're not
Yeah.
signing my
Oh, come on, man.
I said no.
Think about it. You'd have
Just
Neil
sign her
Leeds.
name,
You'd have
like
me.
like a star on
It
or
would
something.
be. It would be kind of funny. Well, let me go first, okay?
Well, it should be coming off soon, Perry. Oh no.
2 weeks.
Okay, so that's not bad.
Let me just sign your cast.
That actually looks awesome.
It does. Neil, you have to sign it. Come on over.
My handwriting's not that good. I'm not sure if he wants 2 weeks of it.
Looks really, actually looks pretty cool around.
Very cool. Mary Jane, you sign it.
Where's their space?
Gary, come in and sign it. You know, I got to tell you, I like having Gary here because he's a little more professional and he doesn't shove his alternative lifestyle down Perry's throat like Brian does.
Gary, now you know that Brian every week comes on to Perry in some dirty, filthy way. I'll see him look through that window at Perry like licking
He does
his
that
lips.
Hannibal Lecter thing where he looks at him.
It's really weird, and I'll tell you the truth. It's kind of
You
scary.
guys are so gay.
What is that? How is that gay?
Perry, because I'm learning and getting to know you, and I'm just going to ask a question: are you homophobic?
No, not at all.
Oh, he's not. Okay.
I don't think he is.
Very homophobic.
And
All
why?
right.
Why?
Gary, come on in here
I don't
and
want to
sign. Come in here
take
and
too
sign.
much. Just real quick, why would that be?
Because ever since age 10, I was hit on by men.
Well, that means you're a good-looking man. You should be
Well,
very
thank
happy
you,
for that.
But I'm not
Here,
interested in
here, back
guys
up. I gotta see your
hitting
face.
on me and shit.
No, it's cool. I
or
think
grabbing
that,
my nuts.
to be honest with you, as long as they don't grab you, but I think it's actually a compliment to be hit on. Perry, you should appreciate it.
What are you? You're the homo that wishes that I was with you. You freak.
That means you're that's complimentary, Don. You're a good-looking man, Don.
Thank you.
It's the way he keeps begging for the
Look,
fact that
you're
I
looking at his
open up
you're-
about guys that I've been with.
Let
Hey,
me tell
Perry.
you this, Perry. If I
My
want,
best
if,
friends have been women
if I
since
want,
age 6.
Yeah, if I wanted you, you would have gone for anything I said to you a long time ago. I
Oh,
see the way
really?
you look at
Hey,
my
Perry,
crotch.
it's the blue eyes.
I
Oh,
know.
you're
It's
disgusting.
because of all the wonderful
You're
and
disgusting.
new.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you something honestly, Perry, and then we'll change the subject. Do you think my eyes are cute?
You got handsome eyes
Thank
for
you.
a man.
There you
yes.
go. That's
There you
nice.
go.
I
That's
like
a very
blue.
see?
I got
Hey,
a thing
Don.
for blue eyes, and yes, I
You see-
think you got handsome eyes.
What we're going to do now, we're going to do a piece here that is truly the best thing that we do on this show, that we've ever done on this show. People love it. People write us about it. I've had people say, you know what? I'd like to see the president and maybe Tempur-Pedic come down and be part of this. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time once again for a little mole play.
More play, let's play more play. More play, let's play more play. More play!
Now, if you've never heard us do mole play is an improv game that we play here on the show. But, Mole, there's something you want to talk about the home mole play game.
I need to mention that Mole Play, the game, is in no way associated with Mole Play, the home game, a division of Tempur-Pedic Industries.
This is an improv game that we play here on the show where Mole sets up the scenario, Mole will set the cast, and then he'll direct the scene. Mole, what are we going to do on today's Mole Play?
Today we head back in time, July 4th, 1776, to the Continental Congress, where our founding fathers are seated around the Declaration of Independence, and they're all getting ready to sign it. Neil Leeds, you're going to be John Hancock.
That's who I am.
No, that's
Why
not
are
who
you
you
John
are.
Hancock?
He's Ben Franklin.
No, it's probably. I'll take Ben Franklin because my hand. I don't have good handwriting, so the Hancock maybe
Well,
might not.
I got to
work.
tell you both you guys, a lot of people on the podcast aren't going to see what your fucking handwriting looks like.
Dan, you know who
see
you
my
be?
So I'm John
signature.
Hancock.
Let me
No,
be-
Dan, you be Ben Franklin. You be Ben Franklin, sure. And why not? And Scaremaster, you be Thomas Jefferson, who's just finished writing the Declaration of Independence.
Okay.
And you run into the room and you tell everybody what you've written, this Declaration of Independence, that this F.U. to King George, and Mole Play.
Hey guys,
Hey,
just
Tommy.
finished the declaration here.
Well,
Let's
what
all
is
sign
this
it.
about?
Well, it's about the Declaration of Independence.
I don't
The United
really
States.
get it. I've been sleeping a lot during these
Yeah, I can
meetings.
tell you've been sleeping.
I've been flying a kite trying to find electricity and things like that.
Yeah. And your eyes are all bloodshot too. You need some Visine.
I'm a little high.
Get the red out.
Okay, here's the deal. Tommy, tell me what's going on. What are we going
Well,
to be signing
you're
here?
signing the Declaration of Independence here, buddy.
But I don't. What is this about?
It's about the independence of the United States of America.
But what are you talking about? The independence of what? Explain it to me.
Ben,
Well,
help me out
I'm
over
Ben.
here.
You know-
I mean, John.
well, you know what? I actually think that this declaration could be a problem. And I'm like Templeton, and I think like in the future this might not be something that may work.
Hey, can I say something? I don't think King George was that bad. We came here for religious beliefs, but look at how tough it's been on us.
King George or George of the Jungle? George of the Jungle? Swinging from a tree?
I'm doing everything I possibly can from
To kick
not
my
laughing.
butt.
No, from not laughing right now because that's really a very funny thing to put in right there.
You don't want to keep it in, or you want to?
Oh, we'll keep it in. I'm
Okay.
just saying it was really stupid.
Okay.
We're talking about the Declaration
I
of
know we're
Independence.
talking about the Declaration
Mole,
of
you'll have to
Independence.
come
And
in.
so Thomas Jefferson, the author, tells them the Declaration of Independence.
I don't even know.
Just started. Just started.
Make up
Just
things
start
if
the
you don't
beginning.
get it.
Well,
Just
we the people.
make up things, whatever you think it's about.
About the.
When in the course.
Let me ask you.
Go ahead.
No, what is this about there, Tommy?
He knows more than I do.
Who's he?
Mole.
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 Yeah.
Oh, I guess
You on the
Momo's more about
Are you going to sign this
declaration.
thing?
No, Scaremaster knows the fucking thing. When
I
in the
don't-
course of human events, it becomes necessary
I don't know those
for one people to dissolve the political bands which have.
You put it in your own
Hey,
words.
dude.
Let me read it.
I'll get it for you. Hold
Yeah,
on.
read it.
Hold on. I can get it on my phone.
Okay,
can get it, then-
Bring it up.
How do you spell it?
Put it right there. Push that one right there. Okay, now
I
go
know
to-
it from within the course of human events, it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands
Okay.
which have connected them with another, that's England,
All right.
and to assume among the powers of the earth
All right.
the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them. Right? It's like
I don't
that.
know. I don't know.
Well, when
right,
he's talking about when he says a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. I mean, there's like we got to tell you why England's so effed up and why we got to leave. Listen, even it's really just Thomas Jefferson just digging it in. That's why they know
that's
he
what
was
you got to
okay.
do. Just improvise.
really welcome.
You're very good at improvising
England,
things.
actually.
Okay.
So what you should do, you know what the Declaration of Independence is basically
Well,
about.
basically,
so just
we're-
make it
we're
up.
seeking
All right, now remember
freedom.
this. I'm Ben Franklin. That's who's
Johnny Hancock over there.
John Hancock, and you're Thomas Jefferson.
And
we're talking about this, and what you got to do is you just got to make up things about the Declaration of Independence.
We're
You're-
seeking freedom.
Okay, so that's what you
freedom
say.
of the
so come in.
states.
So come in again and start talking to us about this. Say you want us to sign this.
Guys, come on.
What's
check
up,
check this
Tommy?
out, man. I just finished writing it. We got to seek freedom of the states.
What's it say, Thomas Jefferson?
Well, listen. Well, here's the
I'm
the
listening.
leading copy. What it says is, we hold these truths to be self-evident
I have a problem
that all
with
men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unattainable rights that amount. Excuse me, John Hancock, Ben Franklin. I got something here.
What do you got there, Tommy?
I just finished writing the Declaration of Independence, and the three of us.
What does it say, Thomas Jefferson? Bless you, Thomas Jefferson.
Excuse me. Well, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by the Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
That's absolutely beautiful. Let's sign it. Give me that paper.
Okay.
Okay, that's my signature.
Where's that silver Sharpie you were looking for before?
I lost it. All right, you sign it. Hey, Hancock, why'd you write so big on it? It's right in the center. Why'd you do that? You're not that famous, and you wrote the biggest of anybody.
Oh, well, had to do it.
And that was Mo Play.
More play, let's play more play. More play, let's play more play. More play!
Well, for reasons the general public will never know, that might have been the toughest mole play ever. But now, to kind of wrap things up here on our first day that we have a real live sponsor, and I want to thank Neil Leeds, we're going to finish today's show with a little bit of Perry's Corner.
Ooh.
So once again, this is the worst segment that we do, and I'm sure it's terrible again. Here it is. It's Perry's Corner.
It's Perry's Corner.
Today's Perry's Corner is going to be about us.
What do you mean, us?
Well, I don't like us fighting, and I want our fighting
What
to
did
stop.
I do?
Not
What did
you,
I-
Don
well,
and
I'm-
I.
Oh, really?
Because Don and I always fight, and I want it to stop.
Yeah, I think our listeners want it to stop too. I've been getting calls.
we have a business relationship as well as a personal relationship, and fighting in the business way, fighting on the show, that's one thing. But in our personal lives, we need to stop, fighting.
Well, I will say one thing. We never know where we'll be. Like in a month from now, will we even be at Ace Broadcasting anymore? We may move on and do our own thing. You never know in this crazy world of the podcast world. And I think we should work as a team.
It's Perry's
And
Corner.
I agree with that.
It's Perry's Corner.
But yeah, as it being Perry's Corner, I'm inviting him as part of this.
Into your corner?
Well, yeah, because
Get in there, Dan.
I want us to stop
kinda-
fighting.
That corner.
It smells like Italian in here for some reason. It smells like garlic and just
Good tasting food.
no.
That's
It
it.
smells like shit. It really does. Okay, continue on.
Well, like I said about us, you and myself, with our fighting and shit, let's stop. Let's have a business relationship and let it be business.
Can I say something?
Yes, sir.
I will be honest with you. I'd be willing to do it, but you've got to do me one favor. It kind of creeps me out, and I'll be very honest, because a lot of people online have also said this to me too. The way you look at me is like you want to fuck me. And
Get
that
the
makes
fuck
me
out of here, you
feel
faggot.
really uncomfortable.
Get out of here.
That makes me
End
feel
it right there.
I'm out of your corner?
Yeah, and then look, don't ever talk gay shit.
I'm
like
just
that.
saying. I'm just
'Cause
telling
you.
I'm not.
sound like a fucking homo.
There's a lot
that
of
is
people
so
online that believe that you are in love with me.
Wrong.
Yeah, Mole, have you heard that before?
It's the buzz of the interweb.
Wrong.
All right, I'm just
It's
well,
bullshit.
But you,
look.
but instead of answering it and saying no, I'm not.
No, I'm
they're
not
they're
in love
mistake.
with
But you
you.
don't say that. You
Okay,
fight it like
well-
you're
well-
guilty.
Okay, well, right now I'll answer it. No, I'm not in love with you.
You always talk about his eyes.
I don't always talk about his eyes. You guys always bring that up.
Do you think my eyes are pretty?
For a guy, yeah, but for a woman, it'd be better.
All right, all right.
Okay, so you will admit there is some tension there.
There's tons of tension
Okay,
here.
all right.
Exactly, and that's what I want to kind of end. All right, anyway.
It's Perry's Corner.
And that was Perry's Corner.
It's Perry's Corner.
I see the clock on the wall. We're really behind. But I think that today we should end it in a big way, maybe better than ever. And since we have our new sponsor, the great Neil Leeds from Leeds Mattresses here, 26 stores around the Los Angeles area. What's your biggest selling store?
Right now, I'm afraid to
Tarzana.
tell. I'm afraid to tell because this might get out, and then my competitors will try to fight me out. So I have to keep that again. You said the zipper, but there are some that are pretty good.
Okay, great.
I'm
Okay.
sorry I can't exploit it. Though.
What I'd like to do is I'd like to end today's show with a little song. And Neil, if you can help us out.
From the top.
Yeah, okay.
I'm having an emergency call. Is it okay if I'm getting definitely a problem here?
What's that?
Go ahead.
Angelica. Hello. Yes. Yeah, what happened? Everyone's calling me, and I'm actually in a studio doing a show, and I'm interrupting a radio show. And no, it's okay. Is it an emergency? Because someone's says something going on. Yeah, everything's good.
We put it on the air?
Just listen. Everybody has 24 to 48 hours to change codes, so they just put it, but they have to follow the folder rule. So the folder rule goes into effect today, and the code rule will be done by Monday and Tuesday, so they can go ahead and move out of the store with the code that they currently have. We're just putting this into today because of the theft that took place. But no, he has to call the store. Then he has to call the alarm company and ask them to walk through.
Hang up on it.
He has to walk through, and then if they have to call me, they'll call me, the alarm company, and they're going to have to do an override. Something happened probably with the program. All right, thank you. I'm sorry about that. All right, bye. Sorry about this, guys. I'm having
Okay.
alarms
No, I
problem.
understand.
And they've been
I
calling.
understand.
I've been not
And you've been
answering
very nice. You've been very nice. I've seen the phone ringing over and over, so thank you. All right, we'll do this.
Hey, Don.
Start spreading the news. I'm Neil with the deal. I want to be a part of the Big Three podcast. These vagabond shoes are moving real fast. Right to the very heart of it. Big Three podcast. I up in a bed that helps me sleep. And find I'm king of the hill.
Top of the heat.
Top of the heat.
Top of the heat.
The
Little town blues
are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it with the big three. If I can make it there, I'm gonna
make it last.
It's up to you. Big Three Podcast. Big Three Podcast. I want to wake up in a bed that helps me sleep and find I'm a number one, top of the list, king of the hill.
I won't be beat.
These little town blues are melting away, and I'm gonna make a brand new start of it with the big three. And if I can make it there, I'm gonna make it anywhere. It's up to you, big three. Big Podcast.
Big Three Podcast.
Big Three. Fuck yeah!
Yeah. Great.
All right. And that's it. That's another show. We are the Big Three. Put it in there, everybody. Big Three. Hit it.
You still got to do something?
That was intense.
That was an intense show.
That was
Remember,
very
if you
good.
want to get in touch with us, remember, get us on Facebook. I'm at Don Barris. Perry's at Perry F. Caravello. That's K-A-R-V.
C-A-R is in car, A-V is in
Caravello.
Victor.
Caravello, excuse me, I said it wrong. Walter Molinski. Don't forget, Windy City Heat page, the Tempur-Pedic page. He's an American hero, so don't forget him. Don't forget, check me out on the Ding Dong Show Facebook. Neil, you've got a Facebook page, don't you?
Yeah, what is it under anymore? It's
Neil Leeds.
It is Neil Leeds, isn't it?
Actually, catch us on Twitter. It's Simply Don1. Perry.
Twitter, 81 Scary Perry 818 on Twitter.
Oh, let's put it there one last time. Here we go. Big Three. All right, yeah. Mike's off.